In this TCI 10 session, we're going to look at the new and improved Interactive Methods Guidebook. But before we dig in, let's take a look at where to find the Interactive Methods Guidebook. So from the CCS Social Studies homepage, on the right side under Featured Resources, I see the Interactive TCI Methods Guidebook, and that will take me to this page. So in the past, the interactive menu here was primarily designed to link to the PDF files of the various chapters in the TCI Methods Guidebook. In this new and improved version, we now provide you with an interactive professional learning experience. So anywhere you see an icon, that tells you to click on it. So let's take a look here first at the Bring Learning Alive icon. You will see an overview of the TCI approach. You'll see the 4 steps outlined for you. You will also notice on the right-hand side now, we have included a professional learning webinar segment on the TCI approach. And at the bottom, you can see the TCI approach methods guidebook. Now, any place you see this, it's imperative here to log into your CCS Google account in order to download the chapter. So if you're not logged into your CCS Google account, you want to do that before you access the guidebook. And anywhere you see these orange buttons, that will open up the various chapters in Google Drive, and then you can download this and add this to your own files. For each page, you will also see the opportunity to return to the home page. So again, anywhere you see an icon, that is a clickable interactive experience on this page. So for example, in the preview activity, I can click right on the title here, or I can click on the eye icon, and that will scroll down the page for me. Again, it will introduce me to the preview activity with a brief summary of what preview activities are. You're provided on the right with a professional learning webinar segment and the opportunity to download the chapter for more information. And again, return back to the home page. So this menu is also a reminder that we are following a particular inquiry model with the TCI approach. So when I start in this inquiry model, we have our essential question, we have our preview activity, and then we move into the activity or the engagement strategy. And that is really the core of the TCI approach, is the activity/engagement strategy. So TCI divides its engagement strategies into 6 different types: visual discovery, social studies skill builder, problem solving group work, experiential exercise, response group, and writing for understanding. So all of these that are outlined here are examples of the activity or engagement strategy that is found in the TCI lessons. So once again, clickable icons. This will scroll down the page to visual discovery. So for each of these strategies, those activities, core strategies, you will find the steps at a glance. Again, summarizing how to implement this particular strategy. I can also download these chapters, and I'll find all of the details about how to implement this particular strategy along with examples. Once again, I have a video segment here from a professional learning webinar on visual discovery. And below that, for each of the core strategies, I also have an example of where I can see visual discovery in action. So right from this page, I can watch a professional learning webinar, or I can watch an even shorter clip, which provides an example to see this class in action along with a teacher explaining and debriefing the process. So that looks similar for all of the active learning engagement strategies: visual discovery, social studies skill builder, problem solving group work. Again, a brief summary, steps at a glance, the opportunity to download the full chapter, professional learning webinar, and see it in action. And we'll follow that same page for each of these strategies. Now, if you notice, even though I'm clicking back to the home screen to do this, I can also simply scroll down the page if I want to learn these strategies in order. but the interactive menu provides the opportunity to go right to the strategy that I'm looking for and return to the home page when I need to. Now, there's a few other gems here that you'll find, and this is also important here to log into your CCS Google account. There are some additional icons here. TCI's Cooperative Inclusive Classroom approach. There is a chapter that will unpack how to incorporate the cooperative inclusive classroom in your classroom and provide you with tips and ideas. There's also a chapter on how to manage the interactive student notebook. And this is especially important if you're using physical notebooks, paper pencil notebooks, as opposed to the built-in platform interactive notebook, along with graphically organized notes. And then finally here, I'll just mention the processing and summative. This gives you a better explanation, a fuller explanation of how to incorporate processing assignments, along with some tips as well for incorporating web-based tool, which may come at any stage of the TCI process, but is very frequently found as a good resource for processing assignments. So that's what the new interactive menu page looks like. Again, anywhere you see an icon, click for that interactive experience. Not only can you read the summary on the screen, you have the option to use video to learn more about the strategy, to see it in action, and to download the full chapter for your use. So the next question then comes, well, if I have all of these strategies, how do I see where these strategies are incorporated into the TCI lessons? How do I know when I'm going to encounter a visual discovery or a problem-solving group work? So for that, there's a couple of different answers to that question, and it depends on which program you have. So if you are in one of our custom programs that's customized for Ohio or CCS, that includes grades 6, 7, along with our high school global issues class. You can see this is History Live 7th grade Ohio edition. If you are in that program, this is the older TCI format because it's a custom approach. And you can see right here, I have teaching strategy, visual discovery. So for each lesson, I can simply scroll down this menu and I will see exactly which teaching strategy is being used in a particular lesson. Now I do have to make sure under view that I have that checked so that I'm seeing the teaching strategies there. So as you prepare to teach one of these lessons, they will provide you in the TCI lesson with step-by-step directions, but the power of TCI is also the power to customize this and make this your own. And that's where it's really important to go back and to provide that, have that professional development provided for you so that you understand how to really implement this approach fully. Now, again, that's in those custom programs. If you have one of our other programs, the 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade courses, along with American government, are all in the new format. So there I have to go a few more steps. But if I go into a particular unit and into a specific lesson, here in the planning stage, I will actually now see all the steps right there. So the preview activity, along with a core activity. This is that engagement strategy. And you can see the description, and I know that this is a visual discovery lesson. So I can go back to my interactive menu. I want to learn more about visual discovery. So I have a summary here. I can download the chapter. I can watch a video. I can see it in action. And that really is the power, is to be able to adapt it for your use. So that is, in a nutshell, our new interactive menu. I hope you find this to be a useful resource in implementing the TCI approach.